Have you ever walked into a room and instantly you feel heavy, anxious, or just off? Like the energy just hits you in the gut? Well, you're not imagining it. In this episode, we're going to talk about how toxic people and places just affect your energy and how to protect yourself with practical tools that keep your aura clear, grounded, and strong. Because your energy, it's sacred. And you don't have to let anybody else's junk live in your body rent-free. Welcome to Dial Up Intuition, a podcast that invites you to awaken and expand your intuition. I'm your host, Kat Sanders. I was a radio and television broadcaster before a massive brain hemorrhage caused me to flatline. That life-changing event led to a beautiful near-death experience. And when I came back, I returned with some profound truths and the ability to connect with the other side. In this podcast, we'll explore these truths and learn how to strengthen your intuition and intuitive gifts. You'll hear conversations with remarkable intuitives who'll share how their gifts came alive, evolved, and became part of their daily lives. So whether you're just beginning your intuitive journey or you're ready to go deeper, this is your space to be inspired, guided, and reminded that your intuitive gift was always within you. So let's begin and dial up our intuition together. Cosmic energy. It's everywhere. It surrounds us, moves through us. It is us. And just like light, love, or sound, energy doesn't need words to be felt. You can walk into a room and immediately sense when something is off. You can pass a person on the street and feel the weight of their toxicity before they even speak. That's the energy they're radiating. And yeah, it's real. The unsettling part, that toxic energy doesn't just stay around them. It floats. It lingers. And if your energetic field is open or vulnerable, it can drift right into your space, just like catching a cold from someone's sneeze, but on an energetic level. And sometimes it can be just as harmful, and maybe even more. Because while we can take medicine for a virus, energetic contamination sticks around unless we actively clear it. That's why awareness, protection, and spiritual hygiene are so important, especially for sensitive or intuitive souls. So the question is this: are you protected from that toxic energy, or will it float right onto your aura and into your body, affecting your attitude, relationships, and your health? Well, that's up to you. You do have a choice in the matter because protecting your space is totally your right. Don't let other people's junk energy live in your body rent-free. So let's talk about setting up your personal body armor and a system for toxic energy. First, you've got to really just get how powerful energy is, both positive and negative. Because if that doesn't fully click for you, the rest of this won't hit the same way. If you caught my 4th episode, the one all about energy, you'll remember I talked about the work of Japanese scientist Dr. Matsuro Emoto. Now, I'm not going to rehash that whole thing here, but seriously, if you missed it, or if it's fuzzy in your memory, you might just want to go back and listen to that episode. Or you can just Google Dr. Emoto Water Crystal Study. That one is so powerful. In short, his research showed how thoughts, words, even music could physically alter the molecular structure of water. Positive energy made beautiful snowflake-like crystals, while negative energy, ugly, chaotic, broken ones. Now think about this. Our bodies are around 70% water. So every harsh word, every toxic thought, every moment of anger, it's not just bad vibes. It's changing you at a cellular level. It makes you think twice before yelling at your kid or scolding your dog. It's even thinking about bad things when you're looking at yourself in the mirror. That energy, it really sticks. One of my favorite quotes comes from Peace Pilgrim. She was a remarkable American activist and spiritual teacher from the 50s and 60s. And she once said, "If you realized how powerful your thoughts are, you would never think a negative thought." And that truth runs deep because energy is contagious. You can feel it the moment you step in someone's space. Now, whether you're around negative or toxic people, it's like the whole energy field contracts. Sometimes you can avoid that energy, but other times it's unavoidable. A coworker, someone at the line at the store, or even just a stranger passing by. Whenever possible, protect your peace. Keep your distance from those people that drag you down. And more importantly, seek out those who lift you up. Surround yourself with people that bring you light, laughter, and love into your life. And then be that person for somebody else. Be the joy that you wish to attract. Be the light someone else might desperately need. Now, from what I've learned, a Reiki healer is trained to channel that positive healing energy from the universe. And then, through focused intention, send that energy into another person to help them heal. Now, I've experienced Reiki myself, and it is truly a beautiful, powerful practice. But here's the thing. You don't have to be a trained Reiki practitioner to send out positive energy. Every time you offer a loving thought, a smile, a kind word, or a hopeful prayer, you're creating a ripple of good energy. Now that intention moves through your own body, lifting your spirit and supporting your health. And then it flows outward into the world. So even simply thinking positively has a real effect. That energy radiates off of you and impacts the space around you, especially the people nearby. You know that feeling when you're around someone who's generally joyful. It's uplifting. It's contagious. But more than that, it's energy. You're soaking up that positive vibration, and it's one of the healthiest things you can do. Now just imagine if the world right now was filled with happy, positive people, instead of the cranky, negative people we seem to see so much of. You know that feeling after being around toxic energy. You leave the conversation drained, irritated, or off balance, like someone hijacked your mood. And that's not just in your head, it's physical. Your body goes into fight or flight mode. Blood pressure spikes. Breathing gets shallow. Adrenaline and cortisol flood your system. You might feel anxious, sweaty, even nauseous. But here's the real problem. Your response to their negativity can do just as much damage. You get frustrated, defensive, maybe even lash out. And now your own energy is caught in the same storm. And later the crash hits. Regret, guilt, sadness. Why did I react like that? Man, I should have stayed calm. And just like that, you're stuck in spin cycle, reliving the moment instead of releasing it. So we try to relax. Pick up our phones, head to social media. Oh, that's so helpful. Nextdoor, Facebook, any of those places where we can make comments. And what do we see? So many negative and nasty comments. Just today, I saw a post from a woman whose dog had gotten out and was missing. She was understandably heartbroken and asked her neighbors to keep an eye out. But then one bitter commenter chimed in, saying she had never lost a dog in her life and couldn't believe someone could be so irresponsible. Oof. My first reaction? The little Karen in me wanted to jump out and give this woman a piece of my mind. Come on, we all have a mini Karen inside of us now, don't we? I wanted to call her out for being so cold and judgmental towards someone who was clearly in pain. I mean, really, her dog was missing. It could happen to any of us. Dogs are kind of sneaky that way sometimes. But I caught myself. I took a breath. My temper was flaring, and it wasn't doing me any good. And honestly, it wasn't doing her any good either as I aimed my negativity directly at her. I had to remind myself, people who lash out like that, well, they're often hurting too. That kind of harshness usually comes from a place of insecurity and pain. So I took another deep breath, this time imagining light and love entering my body with the inhale, and anything negative releasing with the exhale. And just like that, I was centered again. And just like that, the little Karen in me tucked safely back into her little cage. And then I responded, not to the bitter comment, but to the woman who'd lost her pup. I let her know I'd be watching out for him. I'd take a look. I told her I was sending prayers for his safe return. And then, in private, I went a little deeper. I set an intention, a little prayer. Please let this sweet dog be safe and find his way home. Send comfort to his owner. And also, send healing to the woman who left that hurtful comment. Let her find peace and confidence she needs so she doesn't have to tear others down to feel seen. It wasn't snarky. It was real. I meant it. And in that moment, I forgave her for her comment. And I forgave myself for the flash of anger. And I let it all go. These social media posts can be so harmful to our psyche. We get wrapped up in the neighborhood HOA scandals, the political rhetoric, the messy family texts. As difficult as it is, try to rise above and limit your exposure. Stay away from the ones that you know will trigger you. I react badly to some of the animal posts. I love animals so much. People wanting to rehome their pets or lost outdoor cats. So I judiciously take care to avoid the posts that I know are going to break my heart or trigger me. I also avoid the political ones. People are being so unreasonable and downright mean on both sides. I don't need that in my life. I send my good intentions for the world and to the universe, and I vote. And that's what I can do to make the world a better place. Posting nasty comments only sends negativity into the world. So I avoid it. Now, since my return from the other side, I just know that I am a perfect soul living temporarily in a Cat Sanders body, or as one of my guests so adorably called it, a meat suit. And for some 80 years or so, more or less, I need to play out this life in this holographic world, playing my part before I go back to my home in the universe of energy and love. So while I'm here on Earth, I carry the rare gift and the humbling reminder of having flatlined. I got a glimpse of that incredible place we return to when our time on this stage is up. And let me tell you, it is beautiful. It's peaceful. It's home. Honestly, it's a shame that we forget that place when we're born. If we could just remember where we came from, how loved we are, and how connected we've always been, we would live so differently. Life would be a total love fest. We would walk around hugging strangers and crying at sunsets. But since we don't remember, at least not right away, we've got to deal with the day-to-day messiness, like the energy we absorb from others. So how do we keep that high vibe connection alive when some negative Nelly storms past us in the grocery store, leaving a trail of bad vibes thicker than spilled molasses on aisle 7? Because seriously, we don't need her rancid residue messing with our chakras or hijacking our good day. The answer, it starts with awareness, boundaries, and the ability to protect ourselves so you don't soak up someone else's funk by default. But here's what we can do. Here is my simple 3-step process to put a spiritual shield of protection around you to strengthen your aura and block out these rays of negative energy. So here we go. Step number 1. Breathe in through your nose. Take one slow cleansing breath in, and as you do, imagine drawing in that light and love from Source, God, nature, the universe, whatever feels right to you. See that light pouring in over you like a glowing waterfall or cloak, and let it surround your entire body. Step number 2, exhale slowly through your mouth. Release anything negative. Feel that negativity exiting your body and feel the relief of that cleansing. And step number 3, now it's time to set your intention. This is powerful. Visualize your shield. Ask for strength to stay grounded in love and compassion. Again, breathe in through your nose. You're breathing in pure love and energy. Let that pure love swirl around. Feel the cloak pouring down like a waterfall over you of protection. Exhale through your mouth. Release anything negative. That breath that's coming out of you is just taking out anything negative. And as you're doing that, you're feeling the relief of that cleansing. And the third step, setting your intention. Visualize that shield, that cloak of protection all around your body, right around your aura, completely protecting you from anything negative coming in. You're strengthening your aura, taking away anything porous, completely covering it. You're asking for strength to stay grounded in love and compassion and to keep anything negative from entering into your body. It's a beautiful thing. No matter what comes at you, your shield is set, your body is clean, and you are protected. Now this can take just a moment, a couple of seconds. You don't have to chant or light sage in your office break room if you're at work. You just do it with a breath, a blink, a quiet shift in focus. I can do this with just a slow blink, a breath in, a breath out, and that visualization and intention. It's a very, very quick thing. You should do it often, just as it comes to your mind. Set something on your calendar if you need to remember to do this. It'll help you just stay protected from anything toxic or negative coming your way. You don't want to let other people's energy take up space in your body, and you have that right for your peace. And sometimes it isn't even a person that's sending that negative energy. Have you ever just walked into a space and you felt some kind of emotional residue? Something intense might have happened in that space before. And if you're an empath or a highly sensitive soul, these subtle energetic shifts hit hard. You might walk into a place feeling fine and walk out feeling anxious, drained, or completely out of sync and not even know why. Your energy is like a tuning fork. If that space is still echoing with stress, anger, or grief, you're going to feel it. And it can throw off your entire day if you're not grounded or aware of what's happening. I remember going out to breakfast with a friend. We were sitting at a Denny's restaurant having a great time, just chatting and having a great time. And all of a sudden, we looked at each other with wide open eyes. My friend said to me, "Did you feel that?" And all I could say back was, "You felt it too? What the hell was that?" And then we both looked around, and pretty much at the same time, we both said to each other in a whisper, "The server." And then this person started coming closer, and he turned around the corner and started walking down our aisle, and we grabbed hands and held tightly, and she turned and said to me, "Bubble of protection." And we both set an intention for this bubble, this shield to come over the both of us and protect us from this horrible negative energy that he was releasing out into his area around him. It was really, really kind of frightening. There was this evil exuding from this person walking past our table. Wow, we decided right then and there we were done eating. We grabbed our bill, got out of that restaurant as quickly as we could. I realized that someone with horrible negative energy walking past a medium and a paranormal investigator is kind of like a crazy person walking past a psychiatrist. They will be noticed. And boy, did we notice that person. I have never before and never since felt that kind of evil before. Wasn't like I could call the police and report him because I had no earthly evidence. But I will say I've never been back to that restaurant and never will. The images I saw in my head are not something I want to relive. So yes, we definitely need to protect ourselves from the negative and toxic people around us. You don't know who's walking by you. We don't need that kind of energy entering our bodies. So what if you didn't see it coming and that negative energy does slip in? Or what if you're dealing with someone that you can't avoid? A boss, a coworker, a family member who constantly criticizes or drains you. You can protect your energy as best you can, and that's incredibly powerful. But sometimes that stuff still gets in. And that's why energetic cleansing is just as important as protection. It's something you should be doing regularly. It's spiritual hygiene that you need to understand. When we're exposed to that negativity, it can cling to our aura, especially if we're feeling run down, overwhelmed, emotionally vulnerable. And sometimes that energy even takes shape as what we call attachments. Those sneaky little energetic hitchhikers that latch onto your field slowly drain your life force. If you heard my episode 5, we talked about these things. They're like energetic barnacles created or fed by negative emotion that's become extreme. They can affect you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And the longer they hang on, the more out of sync you feel. And that's where cord cutting comes in. This technique helps sever energetic ties to people or interactions that are draining you. It's incredibly helpful for restoring your emotional balance and clearing away anything that doesn't belong in your space. I'm going to give you a quick fix. This is a quick version of the cord cutting practice, and this is for those short-term surface level cords. These are the ones that might form after a stressful conversation, a weird encounter with a stranger, or just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. If you're dealing with long-term or deep emotional cords, the kind that come from unresolved relationships or trauma, these require kind of deeper healing work. This quick fix won't necessarily solve those, but it's a great daily energetic hygiene tool for clearing your field and reclaiming your space. So here we go. The first step is to, again, take a deep cleansing breath. And as always, breathe in through the nose. You want to visualize that breath comes in, light and love from the universe. Okay? It's pure love, pure light, and it's cleansing. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe in slowly. Now hold that breath for a little while. Hold it and feel it again, swirling and cleaning out anything from within you that might be negative, that might be kind of smoldering in there. Okay? It's going to clear out the negativity. It's going to clear out any attachments, anything harmful from your body. You need to visualize pushing out from your aura anything attached to it that shouldn't be there. Okay? Clearing your body and your aura from anything negative. And if it helps, you can imagine even a pair of scissors cutting cords, anything that's like attached, that's hanging on, cutting cords from those attachments. Even think about hearing the snip of those scissors as they cut. Snip, snip. You are releasing those. And when I say pushing out, you want to literally visualize pushing away anything from your aura. Cleansing yourself from within and pushing anything out. Now, the step number 3, breathe out through your mouth that air, that pure air that's come in and now cleansed everything from you. Breathe out through your mouth and do it with a good amount of energy. Release that negativity and harmful attachments, anything from your body. Push it out. Release that and set your intention. I release all negative and anything unhealthy that no longer serves me. I am releasing you. Get that out of your body. Okay? It's powerful. Intention works. You are made of energy. The universe is energy. Intentions work. Now do this step periodically before you begin the 3-step process of protection. You've got to protect yourself after you get everything out to make sure this stuff does not come back in. So once you do this cleansing and you're pushing out anything that's harmful to you, be sure and go back to the other 3-step process. Take another breath in. Imagine the protection, the light and love. Protection coming back over you. Okay? Breathe out. Get that layer of protection over you, and you've got to set your intention of protection that makes sure that nothing negative, nothing harmful, only good light and love is able to come to you, nothing negative. Okay? So again, anytime you clear out your energetic attachments, your negativities, be sure to put your protection back in place. As you grow stronger and you learn to face negativity with peace, compassion, and grounded love, your soul begins to expand in ways that are truly profound. In my humble opinion, that is the ultimate goal of this journey we're on, to face life's hardest moments and harshest people with grace, not reaction, with understanding, not resentment, with love and not fear. And when we reach that point, when we can truly embody that energy, I believe that's when we graduate. No more reincarnations, no more karmic loops. That's when we step into the role of spirit guide or angel, helping others from the other side. Now, I'm not saying I'm there yet. I wish I was, but I still have my ugly moments. I'm still a work in progress. But I'm on the right path now, and I know the way, at least the way they've taught me to go. I don't pretend to have all the answers, but I trust that what I was shown to me in my near-death experience and through mediumship and psychic communications was meant to be shared. So I offer what I learned to you with sincerity, in the hope it brings light to your path as it has to mine. The rest, I suppose we'll all find out when we go home. So in the meantime, protect your energy, cleanse your aura and your body, release what's not yours and what's not beautiful, and spread love like it's your soul's job, because, and I think you know this, it is your soul's job.